Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Woo! Allergies suck, and I don't have seasonal allergies. They are all year round, so they're in rare form. Oh, this is kind of tilted, and I even have a zit over here. It's a lot going on, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for us to discuss Empire, season 5, episode 17. My fate cries out. This episode was draining. It was very draining. I was very over it, but I actually felt like it was a good episode. It starts with Lucius trying his hardest to go and get Andre to realize, I love you. We love you. Don't leave us. What are you doing? But Andre just had that whole look of, this is what I'm doing. You can either support me or not. I would love for you to support me, but because he wants to end his life tonight. Now, I know in certain states they do allow you, once you're like terminally sick, you can go and do that. And I guess if they're supposed to be in New York or Chicago, maybe that's why he's able to do it. Because he has the medication. He wants to do it at home. I'm like, oh, I was like, no. Now, Cookie was talking to Andre's girl, and we call her T. And T is pregnant, and she doesn't want Cookie to tell Andre. T does not know that Andre wants to end his life. We thought that maybe T knew, but T doesn't know. T needs to go and have a doctor's appointment because she's a higher risk for not being able to carry the baby full term. So Andre wants to do stuff, with some of the most important people in his life today, because this will be his last day on Earth. And T is trying to get out of going with Andre to something today because she needs to go to the doctor. She has a doctor's appointment. Cookie takes over, and we see Lucius just kind of, he's driving, and the guilt of his son dying soon or wanting to kill himself, and it's too much for Lucius. It's too much for Lucius. He's, like I said, he's driving. He almost hits a car, and what ends up happening is he goes boom. He hits the railing, and then we see this moment where it appears like he just wakes back up, somehow gets to the house, and now he's trying to go and ask for people, but no one's there at the house. Something so unrealistic, which made me realize, oh, he didn't wake up. He did not wake up. The first person he sees is Bunky. Yes, they are really going through memory lane, using the nostalgia against us. We see Bunky. We see Lucius talk to Bunky, and Lucius is pissed because he has a gouge right here, and he's like, and Bunky's trying to say, we were like family. I was Cookie's cousin. You killed me. You don't have a problem with killing someone you're close to. Because Lucius, he doesn't want to, enable Andre to go and end his life prematurely. Or what he feels is premature. Well, it is. He's so upset. He's so hurt that his mind is playing tricks on him. And he's trying to process letting go his son. And doing something for Andre versus always trying to do something for himself. But in this case, I'm sorry, you can't convince me. You can't. You can't. Now, life support, things like that, that's different. But while you're still walking around, you can't convince me. I'm sorry. I just have to keep it real. So while he's talking to Bunky, Cookie is with Andre. He wanted to go to a roller ring. And he's talking about how it was good when he was younger, and he would come here with his college friends. They would go up to the Empire. He would use his black card, and they would just hang out, and he loved it. And of course, the girls are all over him, and he's just thinking about memory lane, and he tells his mother that he actually forgives her. He forgives her, and when he was younger, he didn't understand what she did and why she was in jail and left him and all of that. And she was like, you know what, Andre, me leaving you and you having to grow up early, that wasn't right. And I don't want you to ever think that that was right or that was okay. But Andre really forgives her. He really forgives her. He really understands why she did it. And she's appreciative. She loves her son. She loves her baby. So for him to really get it, it makes her feel so good. Except for we realize why he's trying to make sure that she understands that he loves her and forgives her. Devon, he's in the studio with Tiana. He's playing this song. I said, oh, the song sounds nice. In comes Hakeem and Maya. And Maya's being a little snarky and a little shady, trying to go and make it seem like, oh, well, Hakeem needs a studio, and I mean, you can go and do that low budget version of whatever Hakeem is going to do if you want to, Tiana, but you can't do it here. I said, Maya, who are you? Irrelevant. So once they left, Tiana and Devon listened to the song, continued to listen to the song. I said, okay, that was cute. Now, remember, Lucius first was talking to Bunky, who was trying to tell him how much of a killer you are, how selfish you're being. Next person we see is Shine, because Lucius, he wakes up in the hospital because he passed out. And he sees Shine, and he realizes, oh Lord, I'm still in this nightmare. And Shine said, I'm not trying to convince you not to convince you anything, one way or the other, because you trash. I don't like you. And Shine's whole thing was he was antagonizing Lucius, telling him how, actually couldn't kill Andre because Lucius was never really the big bad killer he pretended to be. Whenever it came to big kills, someone else superseded him and did it on his behalf or took over. So he's essentially saying that Lucius doesn't have it in him, and Lucius is yelling in this hospital. I'm thinking, so no one is coming in to check on him? Okay. We have a problem. Patelli, he's there, and Becky and Giselle are trying to run interference. Here's the thing. They're getting a lot of positive press on the tour, but it's not enough. They're not bringing actual income. And they need to figure out how they can bring in income to offset the expenses they have for the tour, because they're running out of money. Thirsty comes in, and one of the Empire employees was pissed because his check bounced. And everyone's checks bounced. So now they have to go and figure that out. While that's happening, Andre is talking to Quincy. So he's talking to Quincy, trying to get Quincy to understand that, hey, I admire you. You're strong. You're a fighter. Quincy said, I'm not a fighter, man. I mean, you more than anyone else knows. Giselle calls Andre because she can't get in contact with Cookie. She can't get in contact with Lucius. And she needs someone to go and step in. And it's getting really bad. So Cookie is on the phone. She's hearing about how, things are a mess with the paycheck. So she was like, look, PayPal's, Venmos, you got Cash Apps, don't worry about it. We're going to figure out a way. I'm going to go to the bank and we're going to figure out this money situation. I said someone froze the accounts, obviously, because they have the capital. They have a lot of money. In comes the annoying FBI agent. I am so tired of her. She needs to be, dang, if they could clip her, they would. So here comes her with her snarky. She admits that she was the one who froze the accounts. She even, tells Cookie, sassy, strong black woman actress. Oh my God, we're about to fight. And then she said, I ain't scared. She talks about Panama. She talks about transfer of funds to fund the trust tour. Cookie doesn't say anything. While that's happening, Andre, Becky, and Giselle, they're brainstorming. And they need to go and... Why'd they bring Rihanna's name into this? Anyway, they're brainstorming about doing a separate concert. A concert separate from the tour, where they pair Empire artists with non-Empire artists, which way they can actually go and justify charging for it. Not only justify charging for it, it could raise at least close to $1 million, which is what they need to finish the tour. And they also need to see if they could go and get some money moving forward from some rich dude. So Andre's like, maybe he can go through his Rolodex, try and get a meeting with, get in with some of the upper echelon that he knows. Lucius, still daydreaming, he now sees his father. Yes, his father that we haven't seen in a couple seasons. And I said, listen to that music. Whenever you want me, I'll be there. Whenever you need me, I'll be there. Whenever you call me, I'll be there. I'll be around. I said, okay. Anyway, Lucius is happy to see his pops. Here's the problem. Because his dad was actually a good guy. His dad was an officer. His dad was a really good guy. And his dad puts it out there that, hey, I know you're going through something with your own son. You know, Andre, he's doing well. He's everything that you wanted him to be. He went to the schools that you wanted to go to. He ran the company the way how you wanted him to run the company. And now he's asking for this one thing from you, and you still can't give that to him. So Lucius was trying to leave. He kept trying to leave through every doorway, and his father kept blocking him because it was like, no, you're going to listen to me today. You may not listen to anyone else, but you're going to listen to your father. And it made me really feel bad. I said, wow, think of how different Lucius, because even his father said, Lucius, what type of name is that? You're Dwight. How different Lucius being born because of the fact that his mother was mentally off and his father was dead. So he really didn't have anyone. He had the streets. So this is what came out of that. He finally snaps out of it once he kind of accepts what his father said. And I said, oh, Lucius just needs a hug. Dwight just needs a hug. He really does. And Lucius is there. He sees that, oh, I was in a car wreck, but he doesn't have a gash or anything. So, because I said, dang, that airbag didn't save him in that car? Really? But it did. And he's getting calls, and he realizes, oh my gosh, so much time has lapsed. Now, Cookie is still getting the 10th degree, not 3rd, but 10th degree from this FBI, from this Fed. And the woman's essentially saying, hey, I know that you and Damon had some type of relationship. I know how Lucius is. It's not going to look good for you, for your family, for your marriage. Because she said you love him, but you feel something for Damon. And I will bury this if you go and work with me. When I tell you, Cookie looked at her and said, so I just need to go and snitch? It's like, yeah, all you need to do is talk. I said, you don't know Cookie. You don't know Cookie. Yes, she did snitch once to get out of jail. We're gonna take that to the game. That's that. But you don't know Cookie. And Cookie went right into that microphone. My microphone's over there. Right into that microphone and said, Judge, this Fed agent is trying to get me to lie so that she can go and get Damon Cross out of here. Why? I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know what he did. I don't have any issues with him. He doesn't have any issues with my family. She's trying to go and railroad me. She's trying to use my past against me, but I'm strong. I will not just say what she wants to say. So then Cookie said, I'm going to leave. And the Fed agent was pissed. She was pissed, but it was a loose end. It was dead end, actually. Cookie then talks to Damon, and Damon's like, I knew you were coming back. She said, no. She loves her family. She loves her family dynamic. And he said, you need a real man. You met Lucius while he was a boy. And she said, no, she has a man. Not only does she have a man, she has a family. She's only here, and she appreciates the friendship that they had. But here's how this works. She's only doing this because of that. The feds are after you. I don't know why in particular, but they are after you. So you need to go and handle that and figure that out. I figured I should just give you the heads up as a courtesy call. But that's it. That's it. And I respect that. I really do. he kind of looks disappointed. We'll see what happens there. Now, Andre talks to Kingsley, and Kingsley felt like, okay, why are you here? Because Andre put out there that, hey, I need you to step up. You are my older brother, and we need you. And so Kingsley has this look of, that's all I wanted to hear, but I don't really believe you. Kingsley ends up giving Andre money because Andre, he needed access to a Connect. Kingsley said, no, I'll do you one better. Don't even do that. You don't have to do that. Wired him $10 million on the spot and said, I know it's not even half of what I really owe Empire. And so Andre was thankful. Kingsley said, is that the reason why you called, just for money? He said, no, I called my brother. And so they did a handshake. It was nice and quaint. Now I really do believe what people were saying. I thought it was believable, but I didn't like it. A lot of people were saying that they feel like Kingsley's probably gonna kill himself or sacrifice himself so that Andre could get a heart. Because Andre made it sound like even if he got a heart, it wouldn't matter. The heart would have to be a close match, and no closer match than family. So it is plausible, definitely plausible. I always thought Kingsley was going to be the one to die. I just didn't know why. Now back at the tour, everything's actually going pretty well. Because remember, Cookie and Lucius, they get there thinking that everything's a mess. But no, they're actually switching things up. They're doing, duo performances. So it's Ty Dolla $ign and Hakeem. I said, I like that song. I like Hakeem's part. I like all of it. But Talia was trying to court Giselle. And for once, Giselle realized she's actually on the winning side. It may not feel like it right now, but she's on the winning side. So she just needs to chill out a little bit. She can't get ahead by getting on top of a man. I said, you better say that for the cheap, for the cheap seats in the back. Hakeem earlier mentioned to Tiana that, oh, where is your princess necklace? She said, oh, it broke. He actually got fixed, and she appreciated that, and he actually didn't want anything in return. I said, oh, look at the semi-growth. Then we had 7th Street and Tiana. I said, I like that song. I like that song too. What's going on here? I actually like Empire's music, but it's been a moment before I really, really liked certain songs. We got great news. Andre's boo, she'll be able to carry to term. There's no issues. And she wants to tell Andre, but she's not going to do it tonight. She wants to do it tomorrow. And Andre kind of has this look of, tomorrow? Okay. I'm thinking, damn it, Andre, why does it have to be tonight? What is so special about tonight? That's the part I didn't get. What was the point of it having to be tonight? I get it for the show's purposes, but... So then Andre tells everyone, hey, bring it in here. I love you. I value you. I appreciate all of you. And Cookie had this look of, are you okay? He said, yeah, I'm fine. Said, ooh, you are lying to your mother. You are lying to your mother. Andre. So now Cookie gets back home, and we keep hearing sounds like people are eating, but I instantly realized it's not at Lucius and Cookie's house. It's actually at the hotel that Andre mentioned to Cookie earlier in the episode. And Lucius got Andre his favorite meal. Cookie finally sees the letters that Andre left to the family, and she's reading it, and she's like, oh, he loves me. And he understands what I did to protect them. Oh, but then she continues on and sees that he was still having health issues with his heart. And this was his goodbye letter. And that's when she started freaking out. And she started yelling. And then she was like, wait a minute. Where is he? Where could he possibly be? She figures out that he mentioned his favorite hotel. And so then she calls and she drives there. So now Lucius, I guess being a good dad, I guess not being selfish for once, is allowing Andre to have the death that he wants. And so he's like, I love you and I appreciate you. I don't want you to do this, but I'm here to support you. And still part of me felt like, no. Boom. In comes Cookie. She goes, Dex Lucius. I said, yes. Deck him. I was like, how dare you not fight for our son? How dare you go and allow him to do this? How dare you enable this? No, because remember, Cookie also knows that Terry is pregnant. You are having a child. You have a lot to live for. When Andre looked at his father like, what the blood? Let's tell me that Lucius like, what? You want to tell me? And so now when Cookie is digging into Andre, yelling at him, at Lucius, screaming at him, like, you take away my child. I fought for him. I carried him. How dare you go in? I said, go off, Cookie. Go off. Next thing we know, Lucius was like, Andre. And Cookie's like, what? I'm still talking. Oh my gosh. And Andre, clearly, the stress from all of that triggered something. I said, oh God. Oh, I can't do this. We need Andre to stay. I mean, Empire almost fell apart within one day without Andre running interference. So that was it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Recap for Star up next.